What's going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is midweek Wednesday, October 15th, 2008. Hope you all are doing great. Yesterday was a no trade day, but today we did get a trade and it turned out to be slightly profitable for us. So hope you were able to catch the same things I did, and we'll see if you did in just a moment. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First thing I want to do is go ahead and answer a comment I found on the blog. It's from John5246. And John, I thank you for the compliment. And your question basically is the settings for stochastics. It's 1033. It's simple stochastics, and if you have an option for slow stochastics, that's the actual one that I am using. So I hope that answers your question, and I will try to get to it on the FAQ, but hopefully that helps. Now the next thing we're going to do is we have two charts here, a 15-minute chart and a 4-hour chart, both the sterling dollar. And first thing we want to do is take a look at our 4-hour chart to get the overall trend. And let me just move back my chart to what it looked like before midnight, which is when I start trading. And you could see that our most recent trend change candle was back on October 13th, and it was for a long trend, an uptrend. And if I move forward today, you'll see that we had no new trend change candles. Even though a big part of the move today was bearish, we still did not have any new trend change candles. So regardless of the movement, our trend was still up, and we only look for long trades today, just like yesterday. So that's how we establish our overall trend. And now we simply go to our 15-minute chart, and I'm going to move back the chart to, again, just before midnight, so we can see. You can see what my chart looked like. Before I start moving on with the day, first thing I always want to do is check my news. So let's go ahead and go. You can go to babypips.com, click on tools here, and it'll bring up the news events for the day. And remember, we're looking for news that affects the dollar or the sterling. And we can see here at 4:30 a.m. we had a claimant count change for the UK. And at 8:30 a.m. we had retail sales, as well as PPI, core retail sales. So 4:38 and 8:30 definite time areas to watch out for. Now 12:15 we had Bernanke speaking, and as well as at 2 o'clock we had the beige book. But these last two right here only really count if we're in a trade and we're just holding it. Then we would have to pay attention to those time areas. But the two main important ones are 4:30 and 8:30. Those are the two time areas we want to watch for. Okay, so we know that our trend is up, only looking for long trades, and we know 4:30 and 8:30 are the time areas to watch for, and now we can begin moving forward with the day. So I'm just going to move one candle at a time to simulate my trading day today. And you can see that the move is already moving up here. Crossovers already had crossed up. So right now I'm not really feeling ready to trade because we have to wait for a crossover to go down as far as a retracement goes before we can even look for a re-entry. So right now I'm just kind of not really paying too much attention to the charts. As you can see, we're already in a uptrend here, so there's no possible way for us to enter unless we see retracement first. So still nothing. And finally here at 3:45 we get cross back down. Now at this point we can start to pay a little more attention because now we have our retracement, and now we can look for a possible re-entry with a crossover to the upside. But however, this candle's at 3:45, which closes at 4. Remember, our time area to watch out for, one of them was 4:30. So at this point, even if we did get a trade, I wouldn't take it until after the news. And here is 4:30 right here. So no signals so far, and we're still watching the markets. Okay, now we get a crossover for a long trade. This is at 5:15. Our indicators do line up. You look, RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending up, and MACD has gone from positive. Actually, it's just positive and gaining value there. It hasn't exactly, it's negative and gaining value. Hasn't actually gone positive yet, but either way, it still makes a valid signal. And our next time area to watch out for isn't until 8:30, so plenty of time to take this trade. So this is a good trade here. So we want to enter at the close of the candle at 74.79. Our stop is going to be at the most recent swing low, which is about there at 74.21. And the nearest 0 or 50 level would be at 7,500. and that gives us about 21 pips of potential profit there, so not bad target wise. So can't get it exactly on 7,500, but you get the idea. So now we can just pretty much sit tight and let our trade roll. And you can see on the very next candle our target was hit. Price did not necessarily make a clean break. You can see by the end of that candle it had just basically drifted back down to 7,500. So I went ahead and took out my final profit there for a nice 20 pip gain. So that was pretty much a quick trade, quick and easy. Got in and got out. So we just continue to watch, and price did actually continue to go upwards, but we didn't see that momentum unfortunately in our target candle. So I went ahead and took my target out. So unfortunately I missed that extra move, which is always a bummer, but you know, you just got to stick to the rules. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So definite big moves there, big moves. And you know, of course, it's not to say that I'm not kicking myself, because I do want those pips, but not enough to be greedy. So sticking to my rules, stick to the rules, stick to the rules, stick to the rules. Notice I repeated that over and over and over and over again, because that is the number 1 thing to remember when trading any system. Okay, here it's 10 a.m. Cross down, so now we can look for a possible re-entry. And here we get a crossover at 10:30. Now all we got to do is check out our indicators. RSI is above 50. MACD's negative and gaining value, but let's take a look at stochastics here. You'll see that the fast line is actually still below the longer line. So we don't have stochastics trending up, which actually cancels out this signal, and we would not enter. And you know, a candle like this is also very scary because of this big whipsaw. But either way, you see that it's actually a good thing we didn't enter, because price totally reversed, and that's where we saw that big bearish movement on our 4-hour chart. So you could see we had one good signal and one bad signal. Hopefully you filtered out the bad signal and got the good signal. So these are ways that system rules will help you stay out of the bad trades and keep you in with the good ones. Just stay disciplined and remember to follow those rules as best as you can. So that's pretty much it for the update. Shoot me any questions or comments on the blog. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Cowabunga, dudes.